What is up, everybody? It's Steve today, and we have to talk about the Sony fanboys hating on Xbox once again. It's just a constant MO with these guys. I don't know what Phil Spencer Xbox did to these guys, but these guys are perpetually just butthurt, and it's just like, what's up with these guys? Why does a group of people hate Xbox so much? It's just so bizarre, but you know. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, the Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy just released, and the sales data has been shown for some places, mainly very limited sources on these sales data statistics, but on these stats. But Sony fanboys are running with these stats and saying, "Hey, Xbox just don't buy games. The numbers don't lie. Waiting on Game Pass." So once again, pushing this notion that Game Pass is doom and gloom. It has reduced the Xbox gaming audience to not buy games anymore. Apparently, they're not on Game Pass. I don't know. It's like they just reach for whatever narrative they can to push that narrative that people just don't buy games on Xbox. And it's like, that's not true. But I guess they keep saying it in different variations to make one day they're gonna make it they can believe it's true. I don't know. It's just weird at this point. But yeah, one guy who was the first person who says, while exact figures of the game are unknown, sources have told me a breakdown of how sales of Hogwarts Legacy are tracking. Who are these sources? Like, he doesn't have any links at all, but sources have told me. This is kind of like the meme when people say they got an uncle who works at Nintendo. This is what Sony fanboys strive to believe, that they have some type of hidden source at PlayStation who just tells him everything. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't have any source. The source came from out his butt at the end of the day. Like, what are you talking about? But this is what he says his sources have told him. That PS5 sales for this game are 46%, while the PC is 36%, while the Xbox is 18%. Also, the Hogwarts Legacy DualSense is completely sold out. Okay, so that's what he says the stats are for this game. And then we have somebody who actually uses at least a source or whatever. You can at least see where it's at. But one problem with this is that this is the UK, I think the UK box top 10 games for the week of February 11, 2023. So I think when it says box, I mean physical sales of the UK. Now, I don't know where this person who posted this is located from, but a lot of people who like to comment and these type of things are from the US. I don't know why people in the USA are so concerned with UK box sales. Like, is the UK a definitive answer for where gaming sales dictate? Like, I don't understand what's the major focus on UK game sales. It's like whenever people use these UK game sales data, it's always to say that, hey, the PlayStation sells more than Xbox. It was like, no duh. It's like the PlayStation is the market leader. And then, I don't know why do Sony fanboys care so much that PlayStation is the market leader. It's not like it's because the PlayStation market leader because they're just fantastic and it's amazing exclusives. Because the average person who's buying a PlayStation is playing like the most multi-platform game ever. Like, whether like Minecraft, Fortnite, Call of Duty, FIFA. They're playing multi-plat. So I don't know why these people they brag so much about how the PS5 is just outselling everybody else when they're playing multi-plats. It's just bizarre to me. But this is what this data said. The Hogwarts Legacy splits between both platforms. PS5 is 82%, while Xbox is 18%. Now, this isn't a shocker to me because the UK is mainly known for not supporting Xbox like that. So it's like, so them bragging about this makes no sense. It's kind of like them doing the same stats for how much Hogwarts Legacy sold in Japan. Like, obviously, it's going to sell more on PlayStation than Xbox because it's not a Xbox dominant. Well, not even dominant, but it's like the key places where Xbox does extremely well is like North America, whether it be in in the States, or it be like Canada, or like in Mexico, or like some southern countries of America as well too, or Latin America. But I'm not who expects this game to do extremely well in the UK? Like, what are you bragging about? It's so dumb. Like, they take this as such a win that, hey, this Harry Potter game so extremely well in the UK. Well, it's like, is the UK known for having a strong Xbox sales in anything? I don't think that's the case here. But they take anything as a win, which is just dumb. Especially when the game is heavily advertised from Sony to be almost pretty much like the way they advertise this game just make it sound like it's just an exclusive in general, like it's a PlayStation exclusive in general the way they're advertising us. So it's not a big shocker. And it has exclusive content for the game for the PlayStation version. So even if you do have all platforms, it's a big incentive for you to buy on a PlayStation or on the Xbox. So I just don't understand it. So if this the notion that these guys are trying to push the X, like you see, like I'm just gonna pick a random comment. This is what happens when you thought that all games is gonna I'll wait and see if it goes on Game Pass. We're saying that nobody buys games on Xbox. If that is the case, as so many comments we about to read are gonna say that nobody buys games on Xbox, then why do the exclusive marketing deals for these certain third-party games? If that's the case, then nobody buys games on Xbox. It seems like it's kind of a waste of money for Sony to put up big effort in getting exclusive content for their platform only. Like, why do that? Why do you need an extra incentive to people to buy it on your platform then if nobody buys on our competing platform then? It makes no sense, but when you put that point of logic to these Sony fanboys and Xbox haters, they have no response because I've still heard no response to that question. Like, if nobody buys games on Xbox, like people like the state, then why does Sony make these different exclusive deals? Then it doesn't make any sense to make these exclusive deals so that people buy the games, have a to buy the games on PlayStation. If nobody's gonna buy games on Xbox anyway, it makes no sense. But to debunk all these dummies who want to say that Xbox users buy no games, Hogwarts Legacy is on number 3 out of 50 for the top 50 most played games on Xbox. And this isn't on Game Pass, so you have to spend $70 as the minimum to play this game on Xbox. So I'm pretty sure it's doing extremely well for Xbox. If it's the number 3 on the top 50 list of games, it's even beating Minecraft and Roblox, Grand Theft Auto, Apex Legends. To be in top 3 is doing extremely well. So I'm pretty sure Microsoft and the studio behind Harry Potter's and Warner Bros. I'm pretty sure they're happy with how it's selling on Xbox. But according to these guys on Twitter, nobody just buys games on Xbox. But let's read some of these dumb comments. It's probably what you've been waiting for. Let's see. How you let PC double you and it ain't on welfare pass? Oh, Game Pass. If you're using Game Pass, you're just on welfare. You're broke. So I guess the idea, the notion of renting a game is just new to Game Pass. It hasn't been done since the beginning of, I don't know, since like rental stores existed, like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, even those are obsolete now. But they like this rental service, renting a game is just a new concept now with Game Pass. It's just bizarre. I made an Xbox but got Hogwarts Legacy on PS5 for the exclusive content. Yes, because if you got all 3 systems, you literally get extra content on PlayStation. So I can see how people will buy it on PlayStation more because you get exclusive content. So even though I bought it on Xbox because I prefer the Xbox, but if I didn't prefer Xbox, I probably would have bought it on PlayStation too because you get exclusive content. So it's just bizarre how people just take we're not gonna take any of these extra factors into why it's so more on PlayStation. Just say, hey, Xbox fans just buy no games at all. The Xbox brand and the fan base is pathetic. You got all this from these stats, okay? Poor Pass, once again, apparently Game Pass is for poor people. You can't just want to use a subscription service. I wonder, is Netflix and these other subscription services, are they just for poor people too? Or is this Game Pass? I don't know. I'm missing the logic with this because I'm seeing several comments that say, "Hey, Game Pass is for poor people," but is these other rental services for poor people too, or just Game Pass, or just when you rent the games? I need to know the narrative they're going with here. Bro, please get laid or something. The hate on Xbox this much, it's like something is definitely not right there, bro. Something is definitely wrong. Like, jeez. Boo this man. Imagine wasting time and resources to develop the platform where a maker has convinced its users that they don't have to buy games. Yes, nobody is buying games on Xbox, according to this guy. Nobody's buying games. Everybody's just renting games off Game Pass, apparently. Like, I don't understand why they keep repeating it. Like, this is different people. Like, this is at least 3 different people who said the same statement. Like, apparently, people just don't buy games on Xbox, apparently. Let's look at the other thread because this is literally fascinating to me. The people keep stating this, like they are literally stating this like it's a fact now. The people just don't buy games on Xbox. They keep stating this nonsense. Another case of above 4-to-1 ratio, self-split advantage in favor of PlayStation. Lane Pass is doing its work on the green side. Xbox players only buy Game Pass. Yes. They don't buy any other games besides Game Pass. 18% on Xbox. Goodness gracious, Xbox players really don't buy games. Like I said, once again, if you just stand on Twitter, you look at this, you would think that hey, Xbox gamers just don't buy games. But when you look at the actual data from Microsoft themselves, Hogwarts Legacy is number 3, and you can't get on Game Pass. You can only buy this game. So obviously, somebody's buying some games on Xbox, especially with Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. That's not on Game Pass either. And Call of Duty, that's not on Game Pass. You have to buy these games, but nobody's buying games according to these morons. Let's not sugarcoat it. These guys are just idiots at this point. Most people have both consoles, but I thought ponies only play their banger exclusives. Yeah, they're playing everything else that you can play on Xbox on their PlayStation. But you know, it's so magical, even though they're playing the same games that you're playing pretty much. And these bots want to know why big third-party games don't want to be on beggar trash. Meanwhile, once again, let's look at the third-party games that's not on Game Pass that's doing extremely well on Xbox. Red Dead Redemption is up here too. Madden. It's like I like doing these videos just to debunk this nonsense because it's like, what is up with these guys? It's kind of like a cult. It's literally a cult at this point. They keep repeating the same thing that nobody buys games outside of Game Pass. When it's literally you just look at the top most played games. There's games that's not on Game Pass, but okay. Bruh, this is UK box sales. Could be a couple hundred. 90% of UK sales are digital. This game did numbers on all platforms, fanboy. Why can't they just say that? Exactly. I agree with this comment 100%. I'm gonna give it a heart. Why can't they just say that this game did extremely well on all platforms? Why can't we just be logical? Why can't the logic just come out and say, hey, this game did extremely well on all platforms? Why does it have to be that, hey, Xbox gamers just don't buy games when you know that this is so skewed? Like, why are we just only caring about the data from the UK? Like, it's so weird. Especially when I say most people who commented on this don't even live in the UK to begin with. They live in the US. But they care so much just to get a W on Xbox, the perceived W. It's just weird. And then like other people said, a lot of people buy games digital to begin with. So why are we still going about UK box physical sales? It doesn't make any sense. Phil Spencer killed the Xbox brand. More dumb comments. Xbox fanboys just don't play crap, apparently. Can we please have a moment of silence for Xbox sales? I just don't know what to say at this point. Like Sony fanboys and Xbox haters are literally the most dumbest people on this platform. It's just like, geez, Xbox is dead. It looks like it's thriving to me. Once again, like it's thriving, but okay, it's just dead according to these guys. I don't know what this guy's saying. Xbox don't deserve RPGs. They don't play games. We just don't agree. Xbox users just don't deserve games anymore, apparently. How much we willing to bet the Xbox players were praying that the game would come to Game Pass, despite having PlayStation branded exclusive content? Like, I'm not gonna be mad if it did come to Game Pass, but if it doesn't, most people, like they did as a show, they bought it. So it's just like, wow. Once again, Sony fanboys just never disappoint me. To be like the most dumbest group of people on this website, especially social media in general. Like, geez. But I'm gonna conclude it right here. Sony fanboys are just getting more pathetic each and every day at this point. Like, they legit believe this nonsense that these guys push, that Xbox gamers just don't buy games. It's just that, it's like, obviously, if these companies keep putting their games on Xbox, obviously it's selling extreme. They're doing something right. Like they want Xbox to be just. Let's cut the BS. They want Xbox to go away. They just really feel real threatened that Xbox exists. I don't know why they're so buttered that Xbox exists, but they really want it to be gone, to disappear at this point. When it's just pathetic. They can't just be logical and say, hey, this game did great on all platforms. But they got to find some type of way to put some type of twist on the data on how this game is doing, to say that, hey, Xbox gamers don't buy games, but that's not the case. But I'm going to conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.